Hi, it's Kira here, and in this video I'll be sharing an alternative method to attach the skirt layers to the Saltwhistle Top and Dress pattern. For the layered dress version of the Saltwhistle pattern, we recommend using only very lightweight fabrics like rayon. This is because the skirt layers are attached at the waist, and in order to avoid bulk, you need to use a very lightweight fabric. But what if you really wanted to use something a little bit heavier? For me, rayon is my nemesis. I prefer working with something like rayon linen, which is obviously a little bit heavier. But if I use rayon linen on my tailored skirt, according to the pattern's instructions, I'm going to end up with too much bulk in the midriff area. And of course, that is not somewhere I want extra bulk, right? So I am going to share with you a way to attach the skirt layers to the facings so that you only have one skirt layer attaching to the waist, just like you would for the peplum top or the simple dress version of the pattern. If this excites you as much as it does me, keep watching. Okay, so let's grab our skirt pieces. We have our facing piece, and this piece will remain unchanged throughout this process. We also have our peplum skirt. This piece will also remain unchanged. And then the two pieces that we will be changing are the middle skirt and the bottom skirt. So we're gonna start with the bottom skirt, the middle skirt, and the facing piece. We're gonna set our peplum skirt piece aside for now. You're gonna take your middle skirt. You are going to line up the facing, and I am going to just weight this down temporarily. Then we're going to take our bottom skirt, and you're going to line up the waist. Notice I'm leaving a bit offset. That is so I can see the facing underneath, because I'm going to mark where that facing is going to hit. I'm going to move it over and do the next side. Alright, so I hope you can see I have a little blue mark here and a little blue mark here. I'm going to go ahead and connect those using my ruler. And because this skirt is a rectangle, it should be very easy to get a nice straight line. Alrighty, and this new line is my new bottom piece. So I am going to go ahead and cut that now. This excess you can put up in case you ever want to tape it back together. And since the words have gone, I'm just gonna write bottom skirt cut to on fold. So again, this is our middle, and the facing will be attached, and then your bottom skirt will get attached to that facing piece, and it will look something like this. So now let's go ahead and adjust our middle skirt using our peplum skirt. So we're going to take our peplum skirt, we're going to line up the facing, again weight it down, and we're going to take our middle skirt, we're going to line up the waist, and you're going to mark where the facing hits again. As you can see, I already have a line, and that is because I already tested this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut along my blue line. So I have my new middle, my peplum. This will be the facing, and the middle will attach to the facing like so. And then you'll have your next facing. I'm just gonna pretend it's there and guesstimate. This is what it should look like from the wrong side of the skirt. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out my skirt pieces as well as my facing pieces. I'm going to get them sewn up at the side seams. Do not finish the top of your facing at this point. We will come back to that step next. So I have a quick tip for you. The middle skirt and the bottom skirt pieces are actually the exact same size. That means that instead of taking the time to adjust both skirt pieces, you just need to adjust one, and you can use that one piece to cut out both your middle and bottom skirts. Now let's take a look at the step we are at right now. So I have sewn all of my 3 skirt layers at the side seams as well as my facing pieces, and the next step is to go ahead and attach the facings to these skirt pieces. We're going to do this on all 3. We're going to ignore the pattern's instructions for now, and we're not going to finish our top edge as I said previously, because this edge is going to get finished along with the skirt that's going to attach to the facing. So in the end, we're going to end up finishing these 2 together. So just go ahead and sew your scallops, do your trimming, turn them out, give them a nice press, and then we'll come back to the next step. Okay, so I have gone ahead and attached all of my scalloped hem facings to my 3 skirt layers. I am going to work one by one, well 2 and then the other one. So I'm going to set the bottom aside and we're going to work with the peplum skirt and our middle skirt. This is going to be a super easy step. It blew my mind when I realized how easy this is to do. When I was trying to come up with an alternative, I think I found something that you are absolutely going to love. So really simple. We are just going to take our top edge of our middle skirt and we're going to pin that to just the facing, not the peplum skirt underneath, just the facing. And we're going to do this all the way around the entire skirt. I am pinning the side seams first because I find that's a little bit easier. If you want to, you can fold the rest of the skirt down out of the way and have it like this, right? So then you'll be pinning like this, and then you don't have to worry about catching the underskirt below. But I like to just leave it exactly how I had it laid out before, just like this. And I just go around and pin only to the facing. And there we go. As you can see, the pins don't come through to the front side of the skirt because they're only attached to the facing piece underneath. I'm going to flip this back over. So remember, I had told you not to finish the edges. That is because we're going to finish them together. So we're going to finish the middle skirt that is pinned to the peplum facing. We're gonna go ahead and take this to the serger and finish it together. You can use pinking shears, you can use a zigzag stitch. Just make sure not to catch the peplum skirt underneath. So now that I have my edges finished together, here you can see the facing underneath, and if I lift this, here you can see the facings underneath there as well. Now I have this finished together. The next step is, as is in the instructions, where we edge stitch to attach the facing to the skirt or do the blind stitch. I am going to go ahead and just edge stitch. So I'm going to pin this all around just as instructed in the pattern. The only difference is that we have this middle skirt attached to the facing. So this is not an extra step, we just have an extra layer. So I have all my pins in, going all around, and now I am going to take this to the sewing machine, do my edge stitching, and then we'll come and repeat the exact same steps to attach the bottom skirt to the middle skirt. Okay, so here I have done my edge stitching from the wrong side of the skirt as instructed in the patterns tutorial. Let me show you what the wrong side looks like. Super simple step to attach the skirt layers to the facings. So now I'm going to do the exact same step to attach the bottom skirt to the middle skirt. And remember, we are matching the right side of the bottom skirt to the right side of the facing, the wrong side of the middle skirt. To put it easier, everything is wrong side up. So middle skirt wrong side up, bottom skirt wrong side up, and you're gonna match the facing to the top edge of the bottom skirt. Again, I'm starting at the side seams. So after the serger, I go to finish these two edges together all the way around, and then I will edge stitch again, edge stitching the double layer to the middle skirt. The next step after that will be to finish this one, the bottom one, as normal because nothing is attaching to this. So you could have actually gone ahead and done this one even before connecting these pieces. So here is my finished layered skirt. As you can see, it looks exactly like the layered skirt that comes in the pattern, but of course it's not. There is this little trick that results in one skirt layer at the waist and the other layers are attached to the facing. I have to say, I think I prefer this method over the method included in the pattern instructions, and I'm so happy I was able to bring this method to you guys. I hope that you all try this. It is perfect if you don't want that extra bulk at the waist, or if you don't have as much fabric, because this method is going to take a lot less fabric than if you use the pattern pieces as is in the pattern. This is what the wrong side looks like. I love it. It looks super neat and super clean. I am in love with this method, so I hope you give it a try, and if you do, make sure to let me know how it went. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it and bringing this new method to you. I am super excited that I found this alternative method where you attach the skirt layers to the facings instead of the waist. I know you are going to love this and appreciate this so much, and I hope you give it a try. Make sure to come back here and let me know if you tried it. Also, you can share your make in the Love Notions support group on Facebook. Until next time, happy sewing!